Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining the number one trading tube. This is Neil again, and I would like to take you through the chart leading up to this week and what I see is the best opportunities. And yeah, you'll see, I believe this week's going to be a much easier week than this past week, and hopefully present us with a lot of opportunities. Just before I start, this recording is in no shape or form any financial advice, but rather for entertainment, educational, and journaling purposes. With that out of the way, let's get right into the chart and see what's waiting. Alrighty, I've got a 4-hour chart on NASDAQ here, and the reason I'm starting here is because it's quite interesting. If you really zoom out a bit here to see what's going on, we've taken buy side and sell side. We broken, we moved lower towards the sell side, leaving all this buy side up here like we said last week, and then created these equal lows. Price then went up into this big fair value gap and stayed at that midpoint for most of the week, creating new equal lows, but taking all the sell side. Well, if I say sell side, not the bigger ones, but more the internal liquidity. Then what we saw on a news event day on the 10th of April, Wednesday, we took out those equal highs, drop aggressively down, and stop right at those equal lows. Now, in the retail world, people would think that's such a strong support level, and people would buy from it. And sure enough, market went up. It took sell side and then rallied up to the top side of this fair value gap, but then did not even get close, taking out that equal lows for that internal, for that buy side, and literally left all this buy side still intact. Then dropped down back within this fair value gap range. So if you a trader that trades your 5 minutes and 1 minute and smaller time frames, there was quite a few opportunities within this. But looking forward to this week, I think we are going to get to these buy side. I'm not saying we're going to go there from this point. There's so much sell side here, and I would even go further saying that this is also a liquidity we might go into because of all this equal lows. We might even extend right into that level. So my view for this week is I'm definitely going to wait and see, because this was just taking people out. This is accumulating for a much bigger move, in my opinion, with a lot of liquidity on both sides still. And I think we might just drop through this, early in the week, give us some sort of signal down here or big shift away. I actually just thinking about it now. I haven't looked at the news yet, so I'll obviously have a look and see if there's any big news coming up this week, and some sort of shift, creating a new fair value gap where we could, trade into a discount, and then look for some sort of setup, taking it up to the next, obviously buy side on this. But we all know, I thought that's what's going to happen this past week, and then obviously we just get stuck in this range. So let's see if we jump down to a 1 hour, if there's anything specific that stands out here. I'm looking at this and I'm just seeing, positions just stopping, seek and destroy, basically on a much bigger time frame. There's this liquidity down here, there's liquidity up there. Price goes up, consolidate. All right, runs up, create equal highs, and drop, taking everybody out here who was long, And remember that black candle at one point was white, and people might have jumped in there and immediately get stopped out. If anybody has changed, any direction, they would have got stopped out here again, and vice versa. So it's a seesaw this whole week. And then we did new consolidation at this point after this. Now, there's one thing, there's the way I trade normally is I look for, if I want to buy, I want to buy in a discount, side of the market. And if I'm selling at premium. No business owner has ever run a business where they bought product at the most expensive price and sold it at the cheapest price. You got to buy stock at the cheapest price and try to sell it at the most expensive price. So the reason I was never, even though I had a bias to go down to these equal lows and this one, I have not engaged in any shorts here, because if you really look at this up, that swing, that was equilibrium. Price had to go up in there and reject it. Yes, he did reject it here, but it did not. I mean, there's your fair value gap in this area. If we wanted to go down, I wanted to see this big black candle close below this. Then I could have told you yes, but then we've missed quite a big move already. So in this situation, I would have gone down into a 5-minute and see what was presenting at that point, because this was a breaker down here, and we actually went in there, but that rejection wasn't strong. So with that said, I stayed out of the market, and I was rather looking at other pieces that could have told me we're going to go higher. And let me just go zoom into the 5 minutes, then I can actually show you what I saw there. We had this big consolidation, so obviously I wanted prices to go up here. Price did go up there. Why didn't I take it? Because price went up, and the low that I would have considered as a break in structure would have been this swing low here. There's no swing low here. That's equal lows. That's not a swing. A swing is two lower, in this case, lower lows. That's higher than the middle one. So price went up, it came down, it hovered there. So obviously there's some pins there. People might think we're going down. I'm very cognizant about this big fair value gap still here. So we've got to, there's a lot to change there. And if you go to a higher time frame, there's a much smaller fair value gap here. And if I inverse this and take the midpoint of this swing, wait, we just move it up so you guys can see. Then obviously we're rejecting this point here. We broke it here, but we're rejecting it down here. So that tells me there's a bit of a mix here, but because I saw it with the longs here, is because of this reason. While we're breaking down, we created this, equal highs here. And my idea was, all right, although I want to go lower, I would like to see price go, and we add a premium here to sell off, but then we should have closed right below this first fair value gap and then target the bigger one. But we did not do it. We rejected it. So I was on the side to say we might want to go to these equal highs first, and that's what we've done. And if you look at my play of the week, this was my buy entry, obviously on a 1-minute chart, and I played it way, up to there. And then I was out of the market. I didn't try to go up and tell you guys I did all of this. I didn't do that. I then sat out because I still believed we need to run these lows, and we actually didn't. So So that's just one of those things. But you know, people can say maybe I was wrong, but you know what? I still made money. Um, so let's just go back and recap this, because obviously I can only tell you what I think. Um, so let's just give it a minute and see where everything's coming. All right. So if I really have to look, I definitely think, and I might be wrong again, but that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to see what Monday does, and but I do think we're going to go for these equal lows first, or all the sell side down here, and then we might even extend it down to this 18,010 level, and then look for some sort of rejection to go up, and then target all these big highs. So that, ladies and gentlemen, it's all I have for now, basically. But you know what? Let's see how this week plays out, and obviously, don't try to fall in the trap to just jump on any trades. I always tell people, I mean, you need to have a systematical way, you know, to trade these things. You got to look where you are, where you're trading from, where the liquidity is, are you in discount and premium, and then go into a smaller time frame to work through the detail to say there's a fair value gap, we inverse something, there's a two candle setup, and then you take the trade, and then you don't hope for the best. You got conviction, you've got reason as to where price need to go to. So that's how you should trade every single day. I don't take every trade. People might tell me market's going up or it's going to go down. It might go there, but that's your trading system. That's not mine. I mean, I've got a set strategy which I will share in the future with you guys, um, and I stick to it. And you know, consistency and conviction and experience is going to make you a profitable trader. One tip I can leave with you guys: whenever you take a trade, just make sure if you want to buy, you buy at a discount, and if you're willing to sell, make sure you take that you know, that move and work out where the premium is. And for one-to-one, you know, risk reward, you can be profitable by just doing that. And it's simple as that. But you guys feel free to like and subscribe to stay notified to all my next free value pieces to improve your trading and to understand the markets better. And yeah, feel free to also leave some comments in here what you think about the video. And yeah, till next time, have a great week. And I'll try to chat to you guys during the week as well. Take care. Bye bye.